Hey folks, CH Miles once again with you for Sketch Card Artist Tutorials. I realize it's been a while between videos. Completely my fault. I apologize. I got a little backtracked on the projects that I was working on and some commissions that I had, and I was not able to set time aside to do any more videos. I am back on track. I swear it has nothing to do with my new Xbox 360. Of course I am lying. It has everything to do with that. This is not so much a tutorial as more of an update to one of the other tutorials that I did, which was the equipment tutorials. I don't know if you noticed when I showed you the cards by Doug Rigsby, they were packaged like this in these card protectors. These are two of the artist returns I got from the Dead at 17 cards by Fifinity, and he returned them in plastic sleeves for their protection. What those sleeves are is they're just these plastic sleeves, and this is what they look like. The ProGuard, a couple other companies make them. You can get them in different number boxes, like I think they make 100 count boxes and 80 count boxes. This is stuff you can find at just your Target, your Walmart, Toys R Us, whatever's near you that happens to sell sports cards. If you have a sports card or a game shop, comic book shop near you, you can pick these up. I think I spent, it was under $10. I want to go ahead and say it was like $8 at Toys R Us where I purchased this. You can also buy them online. I don't know, I've never purchased them online, so I don't know price-wise what those are. But, you got all these cards you want to protect. You just slide them in there and drop them in. Depending on the company that makes these, I've seen as many as 5 cards fit in one of these. This particular company, ProGuard, I can only get like 3 in here without worrying that I'm going to damage them. So if you do a couple of commissions and you want to send them out to somebody, there you go. You got 2 cards in one thing. But you can't you can damage the card, but this goes a long way towards protecting them. I think it's a good investment if you're doing commissions, just because nobody wants to redo cards. Any commissions that I've done where I've sent them out in these, I have not had any complaints and had to redo them. I have sent cards out in the past without these and had to redo them because I screwed them up in the mail, or the mail screwed them up. So, just protect your investment, satisfy your customer if you should have one. I haven't dealt with that many other companies. Fifinity, when they send you their cards to do work for them, they send them in the plastic loaders, and then you just return them in the same plastic loaders. So that is a piece of equipment. I mean, even if you're just going to keep the cards yourself, protect them. I don't know what else to say about that. They also look a little bit more professional when you have them for sale. If they're in the top loader, it looks like you cared about what you did. So, something to think about. Another piece of equipment that for whatever reason, it just completely slipped my mind when I was doing the tutorials. I draw every single day. Most artists that I know draw something every single day. They at least do a warm-up sketch before they do their not tutorials, their commissions. You can spend any amount of money on sketchbooks that you want. It's entirely up to you. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can go to wherever they have pencils and pens for sale. They will have sketch pads. Walmart's probably a pretty good bet. You spend $3-4. It's a sketch pad. You know, remember earlier I talked about having the cardboard backing to tape your cards to or to draw on as an alternate to a hard surface like this. I suggest you use the back of your sketch pads. That's what I'm talking about. But in addition to sketch pads, we have what are called sketchbooks, and this is a hardbound sketchbook. You can get these at places like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any higher-end art store. You will pay a little bit more money at Michael's and stores like that. You can get stuff like this at Barnes & Noble's as well. I've seen them there. I myself ordered mine through Dick Blick. I think I paid $6 or $7, and this is a hardback book, and it's about 100 pages of just white, heavyweight paper. They make them in a couple of different sizes. They got the 8.5 by 11, which is the middle standard book size. They make a larger version, which I'm not entirely sure the sizes on that, and most sketchbook companies stick to the same thing, and then of course they make the smaller book like this. If you're going to just do sketch cards and you're not real worried about getting into art any further than sketch cards, then just get a smaller one. No big deal. You put your little drawings in there, and it's just something to have. I use these as my own personal reference as far as drawings I've done in the past. A little warning I have for you. This was an older sketchbook. If you notice, I've got this piece of paper in it. This is a cardstock. I told you about drawing on cardstock. I put it between my pages because this is the drawing and this is the back. And as you can see, it's pretty much the entire drawing soaked through. If I had drawn this and let it touch the other page, that would have been that. I would have ruined it. The next page, I wouldn't have been able to use it. So to get the most out of my book, I put cardstock in between. And when this starts to get soaked through, I switch it to another sheet. I'll give you a demonstration here of what I'm talking about. Got a good old Phantom Limb here. As you can see, Phantom Limb has a yellow stain on his pants, and it's not what you think, folks. It's white ink that I tried to cover black ink with, and it turned yellow. And it's from good old Jonas Venture here. When I colored around his feet, it soaked through, and I didn't have a piece of paper in between them, so it soaked through onto his pants, and effectively I think it ruined the drawing, because I can't color this drawing because this area here is not going to color over. So I'm going to have to leave this one black and white and just chalk it up to, oh well. And, it's a sketchbook, folks. That's what's going to happen. You're going to screw stuff up, and if you do, oh well, that's what it's for. And, keep them for your personal reference or whatever. Draw what you want and just, have a ball. But so anyway, those are a couple of things I would recommend you add to your collection. Don't have to be hardback books. That's just my personal preference. So that's all I had for this one. The next tutorial will be reference materials. I know I promised line weights, but I'm going to do reference materials first, and in the next video I will explain why I chose to do that. So, any questions, email me here on YouTube, email me on DeviantArt, and I will see you next time. Thanks for looking in, folks.